outside flat, and this has got the same side and it's got a cross. This is the same side outside flat. This is generally targeting the outside forearm. You can get as high as the bicep. You might get as low as the hip if their guard's floating way the fuck up or something. But the basic component is, in space, it's pretty much parallel to the ground. There's nothing complicated going on. Okay, now something important to notice is go ahead and show what you're doing. Go ahead and get real close up here and show what you're doing with your wrist and elbow.
Oh, the wrap over?
Yeah.
Wrapping? If my target is at my center when my toe is pointed, as I approach it, your elbow is actually what does the wrapping. Your elbow actually rotates.
Yeah, it's like your wrist and elbow invert positions.
So as you get close and where you want your power to be, your elbow just kicks out, giving a natural wrap.
This is also what generates a lot of the power, is the movement of the elbow from down to up. Now, this is not, you're not breaking your wrist so much.
No.
There is a little bit of wrist break involved sometimes,
That's usually to aim or change the trajectory slightly,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I keep it turned up, and all the elbow does is turn.
if you're generating power with your wrist, you're eventually going to give yourself de Quervain's tendonitis,
It's
which...
about 11 to 13 pounds to jack up your wrist for you not moving it.
All right, turn 90 degrees and do it again.
Face that way.
Face this way. Oh, sorry, a little bit further back. We don't quite have you in range. Good, that's good. Good. All right, now we're going to do...
You want to do the opposite side of that?
Yeah, we're going to do the cross outside flat wrap, and then we're going to do it with a partner so you can see it.
Generally, it's just, the only difference between it is instead of rotating from up to out, you rotate from up to down. It's just mechanically the same, but not, it's not a shot that I use a lot. It's usually thrown as a lead or just to generally jack around with. It's not one of the high percentage shots that I prefer, but it does have a place to throw.
It's situational, especially if you can, normally when I throw this, I open with a feint somehow.
It's kind of like popping a towel. You get the end of it out there, and you're just going to draw the arm to you.
I also noticed that when I'm throwing this shot, I tend to hit people in the ribs more than the forearm. Simply because, and it's not that I'm doing anything different, it's because their guard sucks.
Most people's guard is too high. But it's not, it doesn't whip over like everybody thinks wraps have to travel. It's just right there on the edge. And it doesn't look like it has a lot of power because we're showing you how to throw it.
Seth, do that with your left arm because your black arm's kind of hard to see the contrast on that one.
All right. Inside out.
Just a, yeah. Good. You see what he's doing there. All right, we're going to do those two with a partner.
Outside wrap.
Outside wrap. Normally, if you're going to respond to this, you do it by like pulling back here. Or drifting your guard, drifting out. Yeah. But either way,
If you're throwing a flat wrap correctly, you should be able to throw it repeatedly with nice power and very little recoil. But what I'm saying, but every time it hits, it feels really good when it hits. It's got that nice beating feel.
nice solid shot.
And it's just like a boxing jab. Outside flat wrap is used for a lot of stuff.
Just usually keep it back. It's very safe.
Yes.
Because show the return to guard. Yeah. But even if I try and slot his shoulder after he throws that, I can't. Because his hand is returning as soon as the shot is done being thrown. His hand is returning into place, and then it sort of follows.
A lot of people, when they throw outside, they're letting their hand come back to them. To keep people off your shoulders, generally, if I'm going to throw that nice flat wrap, I know that my arm is a primary target and my shoulder is a secondary target. So to cut those off, generally all I do is I break my wrist inside first, and as I'm returning, it closes that center line off.
It also opens up for an excellent post.
Yep. So I can come over if he chases me. And a lot of people who are new to wraps, when I wrap to them, will wrap to me, which is excellent because all you do is cut it off early.
Yeah.
When I throw to him,
If you can catch the shot early and force it out, you can create a lot of openings.
and don't reach for people, block them.
Block back. All right, and I'll show that cross.
Same thing, when thrown correctly, you should be able to throw it repeatedly.
Yeah.
And the main people think they're in trouble when I throw that, is they return to your arm. So that's why you see me, first thing I throw when I throw that cross, is to bring your guard back into a bait guard. Go ahead and block it off. So you throw back to him.
It's just a real natural, because you can throw that riposte without actually getting at your guard.
No. Either or.
You can turn them all a couple times.
What?
All right.